No, we shouldn't break it. We shan't. It's knife round time. The third map means that we must. You distracted me. You distracted me. I don't know what to do with myself now.
You got lost in my eyes.
I'm flustered.
Yeah, you're hot and bothered. It happens when you're on the desk with sexy Maui.
69. 69 rounds.
All right, knife round here though. Nice knife from Lucas. Haven't really seen it a lot.
Emerald flip knife.
Yes.
That's like $2,000 or something.
It's excellent, isn't it? It's really good. But okay, Mibr actually win it. And the biggest thing for me in this game is that Big wanted to test Mibr. They wanted to run it back. The salty run back, we'll say in the fighting game community, where you pick the same map, even though you lost on it last time, thinking if you had that one more chance, one more opportunity, you could take it from them. And that's what Big want to prove here today.
We back. We in the server. We alive. Big will start on the CT side. Defenders of the earth, if you will. Tabson and Tizian with utility. KNG with one P250 for the Mibr squad. P250 might be nice for an A-peak on the pistol. And indeed, he is fishing around that area, KNG. Starting to move up, and I think Mibr will hold position while KNG investigates. It's made... Oh god, he's going to get quite the angle actually. Searson gets a little haircut. That's going to force Tizian to rotate over, but Xantares has seen a lot of players in mid.
Good nades to try to help defend Xantares there, but it looks like Mibr will just back off the angle. But Searson, he's taking an advanced position here towards Ivy now, and this may catch off the side of Mibr. He's in such a great spot. He's going to find one with his knife out. TRK tries to turn around to prevent the headshot, but Searson just shoots him right in the booty and takes him down, and now Searson will be met by a couple more players, will recover to take down Leo, looking for Lucas, does find that as well, and it's just KNG, the first person on the site and the last one to fall for his team.
Yeah, that's difficult comms if you're making your way around with the knife at that point. And also, like, what is the difference between running with a light pistol or the knife in that situation? That's a free kill, which should never happen, I think. But there we go. Big will win the pistol round. 1-0 for them. VSM sending smoke grenades up towards the ramp. I want to say
that's the right
that
side. One
lets you see the legs. It sticks out a bit more.
It may if they back up a little bit. I'm quite sure, but the firepower discrepancy will likely be difficult for Mibr to handle regardless, although they did find the opening pick. Xantares and Keto are able to recover with a couple of their own. Now VSM takes down Searson on the site. Leo, while Blind, is able to get one.
Oh my
Keto,
god.
A multi-frag. What is this? Down to a 1v1 situation? Nade from Tabson does a little bit of chip damage to VSM, but he pushes on forward, and he's recovered an AUG at this point. Oh, this is such a great opportunity for him. And he spots the arm of Tabson. He's got such great position, and he takes him down. Mibr resetting big there with that round win.
4 HP at the end. Not fancying the AUG spray, maybe. Not sure how many bullets were in. I think it was Xantares who was behind the boxes with a HE grenade, throwing it onto the site without cover. Seemed to be exposed, and it was a free kill for Mibr. That really cost them a lot of map control there.
And that's the worst result if you're Big. You win the pistol, lose the second round to a force from Mibr.
Yeah.
Their money's in the bin at this point, and they're working with just pistols across the board, with the lone exception of Searson with this scout here.
That smoke from Lucas allows him to look over the top towards players coming from the side. So from this angle, I think that smoke we saw earlier, if a CT tried to swing behind it, the Ts would see his legs. And there's one that goes deeper inside. Try to keep an eye on that. Big with pistols and Kevlar now. Of course, it is the force buy from them. That really did look disastrous on that A-bomb site. Absolute chaos. And Mibr already have thrived in chaos, just the big shootouts on bomb sites. I feel like it's taken some advantage away from Big and put it more on an even ground. Lucas just fishing for some information. Miss on the clock as he gets the smoke deployed on the A-bomb site. In the meantime, Leo's been lost. TRK still alive for the time being. 39 HP though. Looking to flank the B bomb site. You can see the push coming as Tabson tries to make a forward play with no success.
And now TRK is just trying to secure this construction position. One tick of molly damage, and it sends Surson running, but into the waiting arms of Lucas. He will be received. But Xantares is able to find a return kill, so at least it'll keep the economy from MIBR honest here. And there's pretty low HP on these remaining players from MIBR, but it doesn't look like Big is too interested in hunting at this point.
So much debris on the floor. Kevlar to hold on to. Shenanigans to be had. Now, Xantares and Tizian, if they survive, there are 2 pistols to drop in the coming eco round. So we could have 4 relatively dangerous players. So it's important that they all hold on to this. MIBR not going to risk dropping a rifle late and making it a more dangerous eco round. So there'll be some respect paid.
Yeah, so this is still a little bit of a scary round coming up from MIBR, but really nice hold there towards that middle position for TRK. Could have gotten caught out, actually, but he was able to stay alive. Nice stuff from him. And Big, like you mentioned, are working with a couple upgraded pistols, actually 3, along with that Save Galil and Scout. So where will MIBR decide to face this time?
Didn't bother to throw any early grenades from spawn. Fast intentions towards this B bomb site. Forcing Big away from cover with the Molotovs. Nice work. VSM pulling the AK out again to support. It's a nice molly you can throw behind that further back orange box as well. 2RK and VSM still with mollies. Slowing things down. Maybe inviting Big to press W and walk into some crossfire.
Yeah, last time these 2 teams faced off on Vertigo, that was sometimes the name of the game, that MIBR just kept that pressure up. This is an eco, of course, so really Big's hand's going to be feeling a little bit more forced, but they were really able to break down these situations nicely in such a way that Big just walked into their crosshairs a lot of times. So I think Big in these mid-rounds just got to be a little bit more disciplined if they want to have success here in this rematch. Xantares, though, still has a chance in this round. Galil behind the default spot, but running straight at him is Leo DRK.
Yeah, I think there was a molly that was supposed to land on that position, but it popped in the air.
Yeah.
Which is surprising, because it's a standing molly. One of the ones that should land every time. Well then, Tizian's got some Kevlar to hold on to. Well, that's not going to happen. Searson with the Scout. Kind of reminds me of the Chris J days many moons ago, where he was really infamous, really made his name with the Scout on Dust 2.
Yep. Doing
very silly things, but I think those days have come and gone. But Searson's definitely commonly delivering with the Scout when necessary. Maybe not with the style points that we saw from Chris J. But still.
I'll throw a shout out for Poison also on the Scout.
Okay.
I feel like Surson and Poison have kind of solidified their names, for me at least, to be 2 of the best scouters in the world. They're both so explosive with it.
Well, MIBR now in the lead with 3 rounds in a row early. Not too much to take away from that as we're looking for the full buys to come. We'll see what Searson chooses to do with his money. $150 shy of the AWP.
Oh, that actually hurts.
That always, it does hurt, doesn't it? It stings. You're a sniper as well. You like a bit of AWP? When
I played MDL, which I still do actually, standing in usually at times, but when I was seriously playing MDL, yeah, I was an opper. I have a couple nice highlights actually. Made the top 10 ESCA plays, but long are those days gone. Actually, it's just 2 years ago, but
I like a sniper, I like a bit of AWP myself.
Yeah, it's a point and click game once you get that gun.
Very quick smoke out from VSM. Smoker's up for the side. Look at this attack from MIBR. Flashbang to deny position. Xantares must be careful. Look at the spam from both sides. How on earth do you deal with this? Smoke and fire. Xantares flashed off his angle again. Status of the mortar position, or the sandbags, if you will, unknown at present. After all that presence by MIBR, they start to back off once again. No lurker either. Are Big brave enough to have a look down there? more utility being deployed by Big, but surely it would be very dangerous to have a look. They'll boost. I can see on the radar they're looking over the top. Now, surely that invites a rotation elsewhere.
This is really manipulated Big's rotations at this point. Okay, Tabson has just made his way into CT spawn, but there was a large window that they could have abused, but Tabson will recover to find one, but that just leaves Keto on this bomb site by himself. He only finds one, and he probably needed more than that. KNG here, still towards middle, but oh, he pulls a molly out, actually, and he is punished for that. Surson does find him. 2v3 situation. The bomb is planted, and Lucas, he's trying to even the numbers out. Pushes on forward. Xandra's jiggling him out. He does get the kill. And now VSM to the right side. Will they expect that position, or will it even matter? Lucas finding Tizian as well. It just leaves Surson with the M4, and falling down to his grave, VSM catches him on that descent.
That was a dangerous one. Both teams now getting caught pulling grenades out. Not as bad, though, for MIBR. Tabson and Tizian with a combined 1 kill at present. The frustrating start to Vertigo for them. 8 for 1 VSM.
That is, that's what you like to see from VSM. He is really lighting it up in this BO3 so far. Definitely the star player for me on Nuke, shutting down that ramp position. On Dust2, he was doing a great job as well, and he's keeping up that performance here. It's something you don't usually see from less experienced players on these kinds of stages against Tier 1 opposition, to actually replicate performances map to map, to actually continue it through all 3 maps. It's usually reserved for the top upper echelon of players in the world, but VSM is making a case for himself today.
Rough round for Big. Focusing on utility. 2RK far back enough to avoid that. Again, there's that lurk smoke from Lucas. Can jump through the first one, look over the top. CT smoke is down as well, so they will bide their time. Two-man on road in mid. I don't know if Keto jump peeked off a box before throwing that HE. I think he might have, which is pretty novel. Big not quite playing mid in this round. Focusing on the A bomb site, you can see the full rotation on the radar. It's a painful peek from Keto. Sees 40% of the information, and Big will rotate off of that.
Oh, good shot from Surson. Oh, another man advantage for Big now, but MIBR have actually evaded them as they've made their way onto the A site. Big thought that was a B hit, and now they're caught out of position. KNG here pushing on forward, but he's caught in the side for it by Tizian. Another 2v3 situation with Lucas and Leo Drunky. Nade comes out, and they're playing close. This may catch Big off guard. Oh, Lucas has gotten so close, actually, but he's caught off guard. But he's somehow able to recover and find 2 crisp headshots there, leaving just Tizian down in the 1v2. He has no kit to work with, so he needs to be quick with these kills, and Lucas is playing a game of keep away right now.
Good patience from Tizian, but the tracking's not quite there. Got dangerous for a while for MIBR, but they will prevail. 5-1 now as Big finally have that buy they were looking for, the full buy. The AWP rather than the scouts, I'm sure, is on the way for Searson. Indeed it is.
This is not something you usually see from Big, for it to take them 7 rounds to get a full gun round.
Yeah.
They're usually very thorough with making sure they get that op out on that very first gun round, but just wasn't the case this time, so we'll see what they're able to do with full firepower and great utility.
TRK's got places to be. Standing in a smoke on the ramp for now. May have some sound cues at the very least. So you can see around that smoke there. Oh, it's come and gone now. But again, if the CT swing behind it, it's a death trap.
In the first round, that Surson gets an op. He's taken down by KNG in the head-to-head duel. Great patience from KNG to find him there. So now TRK, he's in a very forward position, and Xantares drops a smoke at his feet. TRK wants to make a play around this. He's throwing a couple nades, some utility. baiting a rotation out, and actually it will enable Leo, but oh, caught with the molly out there, and Xantarez is able to capitalize. That's the bomb down right at the feet of Big, and this was a man advantage situation for MIBR, and they have just lost complete control of the situation.
Corner's being cut again, risks taken with the grenade, which cost them a lot. KNG though has got 39 seconds to work. He and VSM coming from the B bomb site. You can see the rotation from Big. "25 seconds. Is he really going to go for this? Trying to isolate some fights with the smoke up. How do you even deal with the sandbags position? How do you even plant the bomb? They've got to get kills here. Tizian and Xantarez looking for a double play. VSM now. Question damage maybe, but it won't be too much. And Big find their second round. AWP picked up by Tabson.
Still looks like MIBR will have the better buy moving in this round, though. But that is a much-needed round for Big. Great recovery from them. And MIBR, maybe a little bit of oversight there as they tried forcing their way onto that A bomb site before they had the manpower or even the utility in place. And I feel like that's a mistake that MIBR will not make again. They are very thorough in those mid-round situations, usually making either concerted efforts in contact plays or splits or whatever it is. They definitely look like they cut a corner in that round.
Oh, the money's run out for MIBR now. Same could be said for Big. It's a crucial round for both teams. And there may be saves called later on for one of these squads if they get too far down the rabbit hole, lose position, etc. From this spot, TRK can deploy some grenades into the A-bomb site. But he has other intentions. Can break the glass above the ladder and bounce mollies and flashes into the side area.
This looks like it'll be a more standard exec coming out from MIBR here. Still great utility on their side along with Big.
Oh my God.
What?
It's just not fair, is it?
Oh, KNG just doing all the dirty work here as he finds two opening picks. It looked like MIBR were setting up for an exec, but that's just not the case. Tabson and Tizian, though, have pressed on forward, and what a play by Tabson, but he's only able to get the one. Now it's just down to Keto, and at this point, you've got to be thinking save, but he'll go for the swing, and KNG just adds insult to injury as he takes down 4. A heroic performance by KNG, just completely dismantling that bomb site by himself.
That POV from Searson, though, the second he moves his crosshair to the left,
yeah,
the second he does it, KNG appears.
You gotta feel for him.
It's brutal. That's so sad for him, but it's great for MIBR. Again, a heavy underdog in this one. Currently 6-2, putting Big in Eco Town again. Big have taken a timeout. They've only got one left, and it's only round number 9.
Yeah, they're really burning through those, but it shows that how seriously Big is taking this. They're trying to actually find the answer here. They're trying to find how will they get some success, get some steam to close out this half.
Can see the difficulty. Strain on the faces.
Yeah.
Body language is not good. Oh, another dog. Oh, same dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
The dog looks deflated too.
Yeah,
it's
like,
kind of sad,
man.
Yeah.
Can't believe Searson got taken out like that.
Yeah. When your Opper is just losing to the opposing Opper repeatedly, which is what's happening between KNG and Searson, it feels like you're just losing so much firepower immediately as soon as that opening pick is lost.
It was fun watching Automatic on the T side of... I mean, that whole series was nuts. But the T side of Vertigo, his entries onto the A site were absolutely outrageous. I have to watch those demos. There are learnings to be done on train as well. Short delay. There is a microphone issue. You can see the ducks up there.
Oh, there's
the duck coat hanger on the top right. On the bottom left, there's a dog. Just Animal Farm over there. Is that a Summit trophy?
I think so.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the Summit trophy.
Yeah.
To the left of that, I think is the DreamHack one. And then to the right, I'm not quite sure. But I'm sure Twitch chat knows. all-knowing force, except in community polls.
Even RGB on the headset. RGB is everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
What are your thoughts?
it's on some mouse pads. It's too much.
It's too much?
It's too much. The thing is, like, I had a PC built for me by Intel, right? And they themed it with one of my Jordans. The fans inside have RGB. The RAM sticks have RGB in them. And everything. The problem is, if I want to sleep, I have to turn off the sockets at the wall.
Oh.
Because otherwise there's just all kinds of lights going on.
Yeah. Are
Right.
your Jordans RBG too?
No.
Wouldn't think so.
No, they're not, but there's too much RGB.
RGB.
Too much. 6-2 in favor of MIBR. Bigger on pistols again with some utility here and there. Some pots and pans, some spoons and cans.
Oh, instant dink though onto VSM. Nice shot by Keto. If only he had a nade, but a nade will actually meet him. And now he's down to 54 HP, but Xantarez will find a kill onto Lucas. And this is a round that MIBR should have been winning, but there is already a player dead on their side and a player with 25 HP, so we'll see if Big's able to convert this.
VSM creating some presence. But these are the grenades of one man. Does that mean there's one man there, or are there many? That is the question to be revealed. Still 1 minute on the clock for MIBR. VSM could quickly be dispatched off with only 25 HP. There we go. Then there were 3. Keto trying to buy time now as the bomb's been spotted. That's surely a rotation. Bouncing through the smoker MIBR, but they've got frags to deliver. Oh, and surely there'll be more kills here for Big. Or will there? Taps in with a P250. Patient shots, but nothing doing. Searson with the USP. Spotted now. In that connector area. Molotov. Now, Xantarez is still lurking with Kevlar and an AK-47. KNG aware of this. May have a better angle, but doesn't quite land the shot. That's a huge problem. The bomb's still not planted yet. There's 20 seconds to go. They're going to win the round, surely. 17 seconds. It's a big run from Leo Drunky. 24 HP, and the chase is on.
Xantarez low HP, no kit, pretty much has to find the kill here. It's really a question of how is Leo going to play this. He can fall off the bomb site, or he could meet him there. And with low HP, it looks like he's favoring his chances towards that ramp. Can create that headshot angle potential. But Xantarez, he's already so close. Will Leo expect this? Pulls the smoke out, actually misses the bomb. So, oh, but he doesn't miss the headshot. Xantarez takes him down. An unlikely round from Big to steal one here and put their third on the board.
Makes it expensive. MIBR will have the money to buy. Another unlikely round for Big, but whatever gets momentum going, and maybe it's this. Xantarez with 4 kills in a round. MIBR, again, they had plenty of time, but suddenly it disappeared. And I think what was certainly helped was after planting the bomb, Leo ran away. And Xantarez was close enough to hear that he ran away, so he just simply walked through the smoke, which gave him some opportunity, and he capitalized upon it.
That is a shot of the arm for Big. Their money is looking so good at this point, and Lucas is on a deagle. MIBR were up 6-2, but he can't even afford a rifle at this point. The utility is already quite thin for MIBR, so whatever play they go for, it's practically an all-in at that point in time.
Leo is being dispatched of. Maybe there is a gun to collect. Tizian with a little jiggle. KNG won't be offered something. Does he go for a wallbang instead, I wonder? Oh my god, he's in trouble. Not like this.
Wow.
Fire at the front and the back. Didn't know what to do.
Just burned to a crisp. Big with a stranglehold of this A site right now. 5v3 advantage for them.
I feel like this is a turning point.
Yeah. I'm feeling it too.
Lucas is all of... Never mind. He's history now. He is past heads! TRK with so much to do, so many plays. The flashbang will certainly help. He sweeps his crosshair to the left, but runs out of bullets before the job is done. Tizian has 13 HP. Still 2 of them alive. Tizian coming like a savage. VSM, though. Oh, just 1 shot required. Maybe some nervousness Too much adrenaline, maybe. Big make it to 4. They've won 3 of the last 4 rounds in very violent fashion. War of attrition. But it is Mibr on eco now, and I do wonder if things have pivoted back in Big's favor.
Yeah, Mibr calling a timeout here. This is an excellent time to call one because it really feels like they were choked out of that round. Big finding a foothold here on Vertigo.
Oh.
They wanted the rematch on this map, and it looked like it was going Mibr's way, but Big, they're fighting back in spectacular fashion. Tizian with a monster performance here. This is with 13 HP. They even sneeze on him at that spot, and he's gone. But he was able to hold the line, and now Big are still down 4-6, but they've got control of the economy, and this looks like it'll be a round to bolster it even further.
Two Orgs out in the hands of Big, wielding an AK as well. At least 2 of their plays using the Silenced M4. Speaking a lot about the Orgs and the Kriegs we spot these days, but Silenced M4's worth a mention as well. Definitely an acquired taste with the fire rate at present. 4 pistols remain, 3 of which are P250s for Mibr. A sound cue with that Molotov. Tabson may know that someone is here. You can see KNG and TRK lining up for a peek. Try to combine their guns together. Not quite a Megazord from Power Rangers though. More like 2 Ken dolls standing on each other. There's not much to offer. Okay. Leo Drunky's done some damage. A bomb plant would be great. However, we've got Xantares from the back. And that puts Big on 5 rounds.
Clean one for them there, only losing a single player. And it looks like Mibr will be buying into this one. Can't afford all the utility they may want, but it's looking pretty solid for them. And Mibr, they called a timeout in the previous round. We'll see if they're able to right the ship here and continue with the rest of this half in strong form.
Molotov is put out. Here come the numbers. Grenades being lined up for the swing. This is a fast execute from Mibr, but will it be successful? Keto doesn't know anything about that headshot, and Leo's got more to do. One more Searson around the corner. Molotovs are up. This time there's cover from another rifle. That is quite the take of the B bomb site. TRK continues, and then there were 2. They could really, if they get some more kills here on Mibr, the impact would be devastating. Tizian and Searson slinking, slithering away.
That was an energetic take from Mibr there. Good flashes. That player on the bomb site was pretty much just dead to rights after a while. Searson will keep himself alive. A little bit of self-preservation here being exercised as he makes his way down the ladder. Love the little movement that a few of these players have been busting out. TRK and now Searson. Oh, but he does die. But
that's a big kill.
Just the dropping down the ladder and barely catching it on the fall to not take any fall damage and do it silently. It's a nice little trick for maps such as Vertigo and I'd say Nuke and Trainer, both other options.
The entries from Leo. Very good flashbangs. Got some chain flashes as well as the push goes deeper on the B bomb site. Yeah, Searson's got money for the AWP, but they're on empty after this. 7-5 for Mibr.
This is definitely a pivot round in the half. Whoever wins this one will put the other on the back foot, and it's already starting out nicely. Lucas taking down Searson, 5v4 advantage.
Got deleted like a fat-fingered typo. He was only there for a split second, Maui.
And the keycaps aren't even dirty. Just instant. Big do have a 3-man setup, though, on this A bomb site now. A few players have rotated in, but there's very little utility, so it's going to be up to Big making this crossfire work to perfection. if they want to recover this one. Flash comes out. It's one of their last pieces of utility. It will net them a kill with that aggression. And oh, they're actually able to find more, but KNG takes down Tabsin, leaving just Xantares here. And great movement, actually, from KNG to bait out Xantares to peek that angle. It's still Xantares left here. He was the first player on this site, and he's the last one that remains. Can smoke off this angle as well. VSM thinks that's his time to strike, but he does get taken down, and Xantares recovers the situation. 4K from him, and he's able to pick up the op as well. What a display from him there.
That was beastly. Xantares 18 for 7. That was such an awkward position. Talk about target selection and isolating fights. That was a very tough spot for him, somehow succeeding.
I thought as soon as KNG threw that flash and he was full blind, it was over. But he was able to recover there in such a spectacular fashion. Still, another chance for MIBR here, as they still had some money left over.
Yeah, there's almost an argument as to who might have a better buy. Although there's a distinct lack of util here for MIBR. VSM may be in fake flashbang territory with his decoy, but who needs a flashbang? 5 versus 4 early. KNG, his scope, it's going to just cover his vision. There's no trade frag. They don't know how many more players are in mid. We can see Tizian moving forward for the bait setup, and Lucas, is he ready for it? Not quite. Not expecting that angle. Suddenly things start falling like dominoes. Searson creeping on the B bomb site. As I say that, he is put to rest again. 2 versus 2, rifles galore. But all the util is with Big. That HE could be very dangerous.
TRK will look to plant the bomb. He is the player with good HP, so this shouldn't kill him, but it does a lot of damage, and he has to get forced off the angle now. That will reveal one of the positions of the big players to MIBR, but I don't think they're aware of the second just yet. Plant does come down, and VSM, he had the spray, but he wasn't able to connect it yet. Leaves TRK to try to duel him out, and he finds both with the spray down. What a recovery from TRK.
Absolutely ridiculous. KNG shouting the house down. That was nuts. The swing from Big was pretty cool. Expected one player to be committed to the bomb plant. Try and trade on the other one. They both survive, but then TRK deletes them. Transfers from one to the other.
This game has been neck and neck now, actually, and we're still in the first half here.
Anti-eco position in mid. Some nice cover from the generator. Oh boy. There's no mercy from MIBR. A lot of bullets flying in that ramp. Again, lights on util though. Xantares trying to make a play. It's a long run through that smoke though, and he will be unsuccessful. 2 of the remaining 3 players on this A-bomb site for Big. But I don't know what they can expect to do with the pistols they have. They need MIBR to wait too long to make a mistake, an unforced error at this point.
Just grouping up and hitting that B site. It's Keto there by his lonesome. He did drop a smoke down on the stairwell, but will they catch him out here? Oh, he's not able to find anything. Leo side swipes him as he moves on forward. Now KNG trying to lock down this mid position, but Tabsin is able to take him down, but it would be a 1v5, or 1v4 actually, for Tabsin here. Not a lot of opportunities, and Lucas will hunt him down. So 9-6 scoreline here as MIBR come out on top. Map 3 between Big and the Brazilians.
Indeed, MIBR in the lead. Who takes the pistol in the second round? In the second half, rather. Find out after the break. And we're back. The score is close, 9-6, but a lot can change with a pistol round. That's what we have upon us. Smiles again in the MIBR camp and maybe some stress for Big. The pistol is important. Some of the force bites afterwards, but we'll take it one step at a time. Big won the pistol in the first round and got reset immediately. We'll see who takes the second.
Yeah, this is such an important round. To be up 10-6, or down 7-9. It's a big difference, of course. Doesn't take a genius to figure that one out. And so, Big setting up camp here at the bottom of the B stairs, but really just a default approach from them to start things off. He's holding the angle, holding the line, and no one from Big to challenge him. So he's going to be able to provide that information for the rest of the round as he continues to hold that. And it may shift the MIBR defense at one point, but it doesn't look like there's anybody here to help KNG just yet. So it will just be the IGL star player, and he backs off the angle.
There's only a flash of TRK who's currently in mid. That's all the util for MIBR if they want to make a play. It's just got to be a dry one. Well, so far so good. Awkward peaks for Big as they start to push the B bomb site. That's better. Tabson opening things up. 4-4 now. KG very concerned with where the swings are coming from. There's a side swing from Keto. Bomb looking to get planted. VSM in the smoke. Waiting for that rotation. There's a flashbang through. He goes looking for a second one. Not quite, though. Keto deleted. But look at the trades now. Lucas 1 versus 2. Got full health for the time being. Chasing Searson around the corner. Looking for the trade frag up. But it's Searson to peek first. There we go. Tizian on the side. There's no kit for Lucas. But is there one somewhere around here? Must have been called by his teammate. That exposes him at the same time. Found a kit now. But can he find a kill? Touches the bomb. Tizian teasing. He's at a point of no return now. Can he land a headshot? No. Tizian peppering the chest. And it will be the pistol for Big. Very back and forth affair.
So close there. Just one headshot would have made all the difference. But Big are able to come out with the pistol victory. And you can see it hasn't changed the emotion on really any of their faces.
Much more work to be done.
Yes. And they are aware of that. But a stoic camp will now have to play the anti-eco here. But some guns do come out, actually, on the side of MIBR. They have forced into this one. And, oh, VSM starts things off with a double kill with the Deagle. Xantras and Keto down.
That B bomb site, I feel like, is going to be a problem.
Yes. Potter was highlighting it in the death segment before this one, and she was absolutely right to key in on VSM because this guy has been a monster today. Already 17 and 10.
Clapping cheeks on the B-bomb site.
Butt wrecking.
What do you do now, Big? Maybe doing some weapon protection. Got big guns on the floor. Mibr not going for him though. There is no greed. An AK has been collected. TRK, the point man with 12 HP. Oh, you want to be careful about that one.
That's an opening though. Big. Oh, Tizian taking down VSM. These are massive frags. Now it's an even man situation, but the entire side of Mibr and Big are here. It's a showdown on the B bomb site, and the Flash is going to start things off. KNG gets caught out. Shadow has been spotted by Lucas, but he's unable to capitalize, and it just is Leo Drunky, and he falls as well. Big able to recover that situation beautifully with some nice spacing and well-placed utility.
Able to use their range well. Very patient, very sharp with the shots. That was a big scare for them. Force buy from Mibr will be unsuccessful. You did wonder. Had good man advantage, but again, Big able to keep their distance and engage on their terms to some degree. Either way, it was successful, and Mibr head to Eco Town. It was a full force buy. Everybody on $2,500 roughly for Mibr. So keep an eye on the AWP status of KNG. And if they go for 2 later on. But for now, we've got 4-man on road in mid for Mibr. And Tizian's got a reasonable angle to clean up. Oh my god, he gets wiped up by KNG. And VSM's here again with the Desert Eagle.
You can't stop this man. VSM, doesn't matter what kind of round he's on, he's going to find a frag. Oh, this is getting a little scary. If Surson falls, this is a lot of economic damage on the side of Big. And TRK, he has a Molotov, actually. He can get him out of this position. This should be another kill. Okay, he's able to collect it eventually. But that is an AK and a Galil on the side of Mibr. And if they're able to find more damage, that would just be massive for them. But Tabson will send TRK to his grave for this round. And that should be a tie scoreline here, 9-9. But VSM, the man of this BO3, does have an AK going into round number 19.
Indeed he does. Heavy output from VSM. He could potentially... Oh, let's see actually. With the AWP. I think there may be one for Mibr after all. Just about the KNG. He can buy one himself. Well then. Some close rounds, but Big survive. And now the game really starts. 9-9. All to play for. AWP on both sides. Reasonable utility for both squads. Got the early molly towards B ramp and some junk thrown towards mid by Tizian.
Oh, Surson's already down to 15. Oh, VSM, he wants a challenge. But he will back off of the angle. Can't find that opening pick this time around, it seems like. Although Big, they are gearing up to face him. Will they come to regret that, though? The Fact Band player with pearly whites is going to have to clean house as they try to face him. Xantarez with a great angle, but VSM is privy to it. Good shot from him to once again find an opening for his team.
An opening that Big cannot currently respond to. A lot of presence below B. The odd grenade here or there, but they'll have to walk away. It's a long journey as well when you can't give up the sound cues. These walls are paper thin in that respect. 2 flashes for Big. They've got the smokes and mollies to execute onto the A bomb site, should they get far enough. Mibr wait patiently. We can see there is a bait set up around the mortar. Quietly up to the side. Maybe an expensive lesson for Lucas if they just start to creep in. The numbers will surely be too great. Has a better attack of the angle though. And there's the swing. Tabson. Wow. Didn't expect that much success. 21 seconds to plant this bomb now, and it's on the floor. 4 versus 2 all of a sudden. KNG on the side, so there's only one left going for the flick. Keto, question of damage maybe. Can't see TRK over the smoke, and Mibr are the first team to make it to double figures.
Yeah, and all the damage from the previous rounds that was inflicted is coming back to bite big here. Despite winning the first 3, they don't have a lot to work with in this one. And you can see the concern on Toby's face. How will they try to face coming into this one here? But great stuff from the side of Mibr to shut that one down. It looked like it was going to get a little hairy once Lucas missed that kill, but they were able to recover nicely. And now, in round 20, a huge economic advantage for the side of the Brazilian squad.
Centaurus with that AK-47. We do wonder, TRK denied vision with the molly and the smoke. Can see VSM holding the angle. Nervous stuff though for Mibr, who have fully vacated the A bomb site, looking to fight in mid, but it may prove expensive. The AK's been dropped at the very least. TRK will take the bomb into the B bomb site. A big gamble through the smoke, which hasn't paid off. Is there an AK to collect in mid, however? I believe there might be. Smokes have been deployed by Big. Looks like we've got a flashbang play to make into the B bomb site. VSM creeping with 1 or 2 AWPs. Could become awkward. Well, down goes Searson. VSM. Oh, hello.
Oh. Just
appears out of nowhere. You know, Tizian was the last man left in mid. We got the guns and the HEs coming. And Mibr make it to 11. Both AWPs alive.
That was an important round for Mibr to survive. It was a full investment from Big, and because of that, Big will have to concede this one with likely a full save. But good attempt from Big. I thought Keto was going to find the timing there, but he just couldn't find the frag. Very good recovery from Mibr, though. Just a nade and a flash in terms of utility for Big here. Really curious as to where those are supposed to go. And now it's just a flash. Doesn't look like the nade did too much, if anything at all.
Tizian waiting for his teammates to take position. Another attempt at this boost we saw earlier. Was that spotted by Lucas? Perhaps it was. Oh my god. You know those kills where you die and you feel like you haven't even seen the person yet? Looks like one of those. Ding and a dong from Tapson up close. TRK will trade though, try to hold position. He's got flashbang support from his teammates to fall back and put more range between him and his ecoing players, but range won't matter when Xantares has a deagle. Down goes TRK, 3 on 3. I think there's a flank from Leo Drunky on the way. Indeed there is. In the meantime, there's a run boost for the bomb to get planted at the back. VSM will thin the numbers. In fact, Leo will. Xantares now 25 HP, 1 versus 2. Can't get the reload in time. The 2 AWP still alive, but good damage. They're keeping the economy honest at the very least, Big.
Yeah, they got that one surprisingly close. Great entries from Xantares and Tabson to get onto that site. But this is a very important round now, as Mibr's money has been hurt so much from those previous rounds. This is a chance for a big swing in momentum, as Big are going to be equipping themselves fully in this one here.
Can Big get rid of this second AWP? Maybe that's a nice target. Running out of rounds, though, for short-term targets. They need to start winning rounds. Mibr 4 away. Big 3 behind. 9-12 scoreline. For those of you flying helicopters and listening to the radio broadcast. 3 AWPs on the server. VSM 23 for 11 at present. Big creeping quietly up the ramp. Looking to punish some curiosity as a flashbang play. VSM teasing, trying to turn the corner. We've got an up-close fight, and this is going to be very expensive for Mibr. Surely VSM somehow still alive. Big not overcommitting just yet, but the trade frag's got to be here. No, they're backing off. Unresponded kill by VSM.
I can't believe he got out of that. That is so impressive from VSM. But there's a full rotation from Mibr here. But it looks like Big are faking the fact that they are retreating. They're just going to bide their time, and with 45 seconds left, they are going to be committing towards this A bomb site here. There are still a couple of players from Mibr here. Actually, there's only one, and that's Lucas. So he's going to have to do it all. And this is just a really good reset from Big here. They actually pulled a couple of rotations without really doing much of anything. So Lucas, he's going to have to try to deny something, find a kill, at least deny the space at the very least.
For the retake, there is a smoke grenade That's the most relevant thing. Trying to drop a HE on the bomb planter with limited to no success. Now it becomes tough. Got out duel with the M4s. A retake of the A bomb site with 2 AWPs as well. Another replenishment of the smoke ahead of the bomb. Really tough spot for Mibr. Do wonder how much they might lose in this. 2 defuse kits, but they can't be going for a hero one. Oh my god, they're lining up for Xantares. Take a ticket. So much loss for Mibr. Completely awkward retake position. They've lost about $18,000. More like 20 actually with the AWP.
Oh, they lose it all.
Oh my god.
That's massive. Mibr now, no one above that $5,000. But what a great flash from Surson to set up Xantares there. That was just perfect timing right there. Gets the lineup and all. It was such a bold attempt from Mibr to go for that one there, but really good on Big to set their player up for success as that round was coming to a close.
Man, that was so tough. Double AWP retake with 1 smoke, no flashes, etc.
Yeah.
Timing worked very, very well for Big, and so much money lost for Mibr. Not as bad as it was on Nuke, though, because that was later on into the game, so there's time for recovery, and they still have a 2-round lead, which will soon be gone, I think.
Wow, even though Big are down 10 to 12, the odds actually will favor them. But they do have the economic advantage right now. And Mibr here taking a timeout, trying to figure out how to fix the situation. They were outmaneuvered in the previous round. So will they let that happen once again? Kogu and crew will try to figure out how to fix problem areas.
A stack of the B-bomb sites from Mibr. VSM makes his way downstairs with a pop flash, so they've got aggressive information. And with that, there'll be a rotation. Leo Drunky alone on the A-bomb site by the sandbags of the USP. Manages to escape his position. Now, what is the response from Big? They've got sound cues as well. They've caught VSM on the flank. Will they continue to focus on the A-bomb site? Don't really have presence elsewhere. They do, however, have Molotovs and smoke grenades, so I don't think they'll be too concerned. An attempted swing from Mibr will be unsuccessful, of course. They don't really have much to fight with. Big make it to 11.
All right, another opportunity here for Mibr to try to get back into this half, which Big have been running away with, it seems. 12 to 11. Very satisfying spray down coming out from Big as they're lined up with each other. But TRK is working with an MP9. It's not what you love to see from what is usually one of their high-flying fraggers. Oh, but he's got a great angle, actually, so if Keto doesn't clear this one out, could spell doom for him. But TRK just smokes it off.
That's almost all the utility gone for Mibr. I wonder... Okay, I can see KNG rotating the AWP around the B-bomb site. He's looking to make a difference. Oh, sorry, I completely misread the numbers. He's on the A-bomb site. And a big focus of Mibr. The personnel are towards B for the most part. Leo is lurking between A and mid. Oh, one has failed. One has been quite successful. Lucas saying hello. Down goes VSM.
Big are going to walk away with that pick. 5v4 advantage. They reset the situation. Looks like they'll be moving up towards A. Tabson is actually pretty far forward with the bomb by himself, but it doesn't look like anyone from Mibr will be peeking him just yet. And his team's in tow as well, so not too much of a dangerous position with all of the context, of course.
We'll have a look at the rotation of Mibr. The B players are making their way towards A. KNG has been smoked on the side. And now Leo is in trouble. Lucas is coming for some cover. Trying to block the smokes, I think. But they can't win the duels. These AKs are all over Mibr. Lucas now, oh my god, he's got a chance. He's got cover to reload. 14 seconds to plant the bomb, and through the smoke, straight in the head from Xantares. The score is tied.
Big have brought it all the way back, 12 to 12, and Mibr will be taking another timeout here as they try to assess the situation once again. It looks like it's all cool, calm, and collected in the big camp. Another day in the office, or the gamer big dungeon, actually. Toby, excited about the previous round's results, but he catches himself as he knows he can't get too excited to maintain his cool personality.
What is wrong with you? This is an eco round from MIBR. They do not have much to offer in this one. Keep the money for the big buy rounds. Big looking to take the lead now. I don't see any deagles. VSM goes for the Noble P250 instead. So many frags with a deagle, but you don't want to ruin your money. Got to keep the money together for the squad. See the anti-eco positions. Tabson maybe try not to get pre-fired by elevating his position. Normally you stand behind a generator. He chooses to stand on the generator to assert his dominance over the inanimate object. SkullNerd has nice bait set up, and that's an easy sweep. A fast eco round is a good eco round, Maui.
Yeah, definitely. And Big got to be really happy with how these anti-ecos have gone for them, because in pretty much every single one, they have only lost 1 or 0 players. So these quick ones, they're not really inflicting a lot of damage, and it's going to make the comeback for MIBR even harder, because now at this point, with 3 players above $9,000 on Big, they almost have gun rounds for the rest of this game. It's going to be really tough for MIBR, as there is going to be that firepower breathing down their necks in every round subsequent to this one.
Area control from Big. Indeed, they've got so much money. KNG finally back to winning ways. However, Keto, VSM's wandering just at the right time, but he still can't get the kill. TRK just about trading. These duels looking rough. They are going the way of MIBR. As I say that, things turn around. Xantares 1 versus 2. Completely blind, utterly white sheet. TRK comes in just in time. Cool must have come in from the kill cam. The hand is up. Go for it now. 13-13. However, what does it mean that only 1 player survived for MIBR?
The money is so bad for MIBR here. They did recover the op, but there are 2 MP9s on the side of MIBR, a FAMAS, and just a couple of defuse kits. It's not looking good for them here. As Big, they've built up such a great bank for themselves that they have everything to work with. Every single piece of utility, every gun that they would want. And let's see how it pays off for them here. A desperation play, it looks like, for MIBR. They're getting so close to this A ramp to start things off here, but the flash comes in. Can they find anything? It's going to be Surson actually to take one down, and they know where Lucas is. He's behind this box. Can he get anything done? The answer is no, and Surson just cleans them all up here. 3 kills for him, and it's just lights out as Big look to close this one out on this 27th round. It's just TRK is able to get 1, but still such a tall order.
This may be the death knell for MIBR on Vertigo. TRK trying to clutch. He's got a kit. He needs an ace. Smoke has the gap. Looking for a flanker. Searson waiting to emerge from behind. Does TRK even go for it? Picks up the AK, but perhaps not. He will not survive, I don't think. Maybe he will if he can catch Searson. He could do even better than the AK. Well, Big will make it to 14. That was an utter deletion. However, if there is an AWP to be in the hands of MIBR, then you never know what could happen in the next round. Last time we saw KNG just holding an angle on the side. That proved unsuccessful. Can see Big with... Oh my god, there it goes. Big with complete confidence that he wasn't going to go for the defuse, abandoned the bomb, prioritized taking the weapon away as well. And look at the situation for MIBR. Well, you'll see it shortly on your screens. We can see it on ours, and it's not good.
No, it is not. MIBR will be using their final timeout in this game, but this was just an excellent display from Surson, handling all of those aggressing players so well. And Tabson at the end to even take that op away from MIBR. There's really no win condition to speak of. But this half, Tabson is 16-5 and has found a kill in all but 1 round. Huge impact from the in-game leader of Big. Thorn called him in the bumper one of the hero or Actually, was it Thorn? I'm sorry. It was one of the people saying that
You've ruined it, Maui.
He is one of the hopes of the German scene, though, and I still believe that, regardless of who said it. But good nade coming out from Tizian, as he's able to accomplish some damage, and these anti-ecos have been so clean. Let's see if Tizian's able to keep it up. He only gets 2, and this is actually a 3v3 situation, so there's a chance for Mibr in this one.
I was wondering if Xantares would just shoot the AK off the end of the wall into the ether. Maybe they will look for an Mibr player to try to collect this rifle. It would be very handy indeed. The VSM will stay around the back. I mean, the deagle's good enough for him anyway. That molly is more or less for his position, I believe. And the headshot is as well from Xantares. They try to swarm the site now. Leo creating some space for himself, trying to delay the bomb plants as well. All of Big R here. Got to be careful about that spray as he swings from left to right. KNG trying to run distraction. Spots one on the right, but a crouch from Xantares is enough, which leads KNG to fall one way or another. Match point for Big on Vertigo.
At least Mibr have money for this final round, but Big have really cleaned things up here on the T side, winning 6 of the last 7 rounds, and doing so with taking minimal casualties. So even if Mibr are able to pull this one off, Big should still have a bye going into round number 30. But let's just stick to this one here. Op on KNG, AUG for VSM. And it's do or die time for Mibr here if they want to secure themselves an upper seed finish moving into the playoffs.
Do or die time for Mibr. VSM alone on the B-bomb site. Just patiently waiting. Big must be very careful. Another boost is coming through. KNG has won the sniper duel in round 29. Just spotted it immediately. VSM looking for a second, but Tabson will add another to his tally. 26 for 17 now is Tabson, carrying the bomb towards B. Look at the rotation from Mibr on the radar. TRK waiting, KNG posting up. He's around the smoke though, lining up for Tabson, but down he goes.
That's the bomb as well. This is going to be so difficult to recover for Xantares and Tizian now. They only have a single flash to work with, so Xantares will pull that one out here. Tizian for the swing. And he does find TRK, but it just leaves Xantares in the 1v3. While blind, though, he does take down Leo. So it's a 2v1 nade lands right on him. That is so chunky. Just down to 36 HP. He will be able to recover this bomb if he pushes on forward, but KNG just goes for the swing, and he will take him down. Mibr survive with 2 alive and will extend it to a 30th round. We're going the full distance here in map number 3.
The narrowest of victories. You really got to keep your cool in if you are Mibr or both these teams, but we can see the shortcomings again. Big have got so much money. It's a full buy from them. However, for Mibr, 2 MP9s are out. The AK-47 will certainly help. VSM on an M4. He's been very important for the team, leading on his team for 26 for 19. Xantares has gone beyond the 30 bomb, 31 kills for him. Tabson on the way as well. An overperformance from multiple players, but there's still more work to be done.
Just grouping up towards this A ramp. Xantares looking to face.
They've changed the smoke there as well.
Yeah, it gives them a little bit more space to work with. And oh, they're going to maybe molly Lucas out. I think that's going to land behind him. It pushes him forward. The flash is there right in his face. Lucas is covering his eyes, but a great support Molotov actually to protect Lucas in this position. That's well done by Mibr. And now they're able to smoke the angle off as well. This is looking desperate from Xantares there, but the other players towards A are able to find a couple of kills, which leaves Lucas here on an island, and he has to do it all.
Oh my god, Kiko's position, he's so deep, he's fighting in CT spawn, and down TRK goes. This is going to be a real problem now. VSM 1 versus 3. He has a kit, he's got a smoke to try and create some space, but Searson has the angle. 16 to 14, Big take it to all 30 rounds and turn it around on Vertigo.
Yeah, that was A really great performance from MIBR, but big in this rematch. They wanted it. They wanted the rematch on Vertigo, losing to MIBR last time, 16-13. They get their revenge. They secure themselves a first seed slot going into the playoffs as they win their group out.
That was a very enjoyable battle. You can see the frustration from MIBR. They want every round, they want every game, but this time it wasn't to be. Close, but not quite. Thoughts to the desk after the break.